Yo, welcome back to another episode of Therapy for the Mandem. I'm Chris, and for the next 10 minutes, it is literally just you and me here. This is a safe environment, and I want you to feel free and be honest with yourself about how you're feeling, because what I want to speak about today is analysing exactly where your headspace is. Am I in a positive place, or is my mental health really suffering right now? It took years for me to realise that I was suffering from poor mental health. I thought it was normal to be depressed and feel disconnected. No one had ever told me what to look out for or what were the signs that I was in a negative place. And this is why I'm here. I want to spend this time just telling you how I felt and what the signs are to look out for to separate, oh, I'm sad, I got a bad grade, from I am really in the depths of hell right now. I am suffering and I can't get out of that. And regardless of whatever place you're at, it doesn't matter. We're here and life is a complete journey and it's a long one. So even if you are at the very end of your tether, it can only get better. And as someone that has been through this, I can promise you, we can get through this. 100%. So, the first thing to look out for more than anything is your feelings. It's easy when you go out to mask those feelings, hide behind drinking, and actually think you're having a good time. But how are you feeling when you're alone? When you're walking to work? When you're about to go to bed? You feeling sad? You feeling anxious? Those are like the initial stages of acknowledging that your mental health might be in a bad place. For me, I really realized it when I noticed my mood swings. I would be happy 1 minute and the next thing I was screaming at someone. Truth is, I wasn't angry at them. I had other things going on at home which were the results of that. I was in a bad place. It took a lot of strength and self-awareness to realize that. And that's normal. We have mood swings. But it's just the amount we're having them. And how are we actually having an effect on the people that we love because we're in that space? And that's what bad mental health does. It ruins your relationships. It's a lot better to identify it and actually say to yourself and your friends, I'm struggling right now. I need your help. I need you to understand that I might not be my best self right now or the best friend I can be because of where my headspace is at. There's nothing wrong with it. I managed to express that to my friends and they were amazing. My family was amazing. Everyone around me was amazing. I also noticed when I was analysing myself that my behaviour was changing. I noticed that I was playing football once or twice a week and I used to work out maybe like 5 times before that. I was just like, what's the point? I looked outside, I looked at going to the car and I just didn't want to go. There was nothing that interested me about it. And your friends start to realise that. Why is Chris pulling himself out of this? Why doesn't he want to be with us? Does he not like us? What's he done? And that just adds on to the effects of feeling alone. But that's what you have to look out for. Look at your sleeping patterns as well. What time are you going to bed? I used to go to bed at 10 o'clock in the evening. I'm now going to bed at 2 a.m. Why am I doing that? Why am I only sleeping for 4 hours, for 3 hours? It's so important to look at what you want to be and who you think that positive person is. I want to be that person that goes to bed at 10 p.m. and wakes up at 7 a.m. I want to start the day right. I want to start by going to the gym. I want to start by eating healthy. It's those small things. The next thing is how my physical kind of symptoms came into effect. And for me, one of the major things you can look out for is dealing with migraines. And a lot of these migraines just seem completely uncaused. Like, where did this headache come from? Why am I in so much pain? Why is this not going away? I've taken painkillers for it, but that same feeling is still there. You feel numb. A lot of people end up going to self-harming because they feel that numbness. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that you could be in a better state physically. Absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, I encourage it. We are human beings. We are meant to be wrong. We're meant to feel certain ways. It's just, how do we deal with those things to get out of that? And then finally, it's about your thoughts. For me, I definitely hid some of the more extreme thoughts from people, and I think the truth is, today I still will. I still do. I don't know if I'll ever be fully honest with people about how bad my thoughts actually were, or how far I actually went. It's okay to battle with your brain. It really is. We can't all have that clarity that some people portray. You look at social media, you get jealous of all these people without realizing what the benefits of your life actually are so far. Notice these things. And honestly, I encourage you to take the steps to really gain the self-awareness needed to admit that you're in that place. You're an incredibly strong person for even wanting to deal with this. Men, especially black men, have never had this before. We don't speak about emotions, but the amazing thing is we're now allowed to. No one's going to judge you critically for saying that my mental health is in the gutter right now. Absolutely no one. And remember, you can always turn back to your friends, your family, as well as me if you really need to. Because we'll get through this together. But the first step in dealing with this is just acknowledging where you are and where your headspace is. I really, really hope this helps. And if you do want to see more of these videos, please do subscribe, and also find me on TikTok. I'll see you guys next time. Feel better.